Okay, y'all. In this video, I'm gonna talk about it's a movie I saw called Very Bad Things. It's about spiritual karma. Even in the material world, if you notice, like Masons and Satanists, they have a lot of connections. They can do crimes. They think they can get away with stuff. Because a lot of times God will allow people to go a long time without karma, till their fate, until they mess with the wrong person. Sorry, walking downtown is ambulance. No, anyway, like I was saying, a lot of times God will allow narcissists, demonic people, to get away with stuff for a very, very, very long time, and let them be arrogant in their ways. Because a lot of times karma doesn't come too quickly because they don't fuck with the right person, if that makes any type of sense. They don't fuck with the true chosen one of God. So it's kind of like, I'm trying to think of an example. It's kind of like if you had a child, and let's just say you were involved in your child's school. Give an example so you can see how God thinks. Remember, he thinks how we think. It's kind of like if you have a child, we have children, and we as empaths are involved in like parent, like school stuff, supporting our children in school. And we see other kids and stuff like that and their parents and stuff. Let's say that we know a bully. Everybody know this one bully that like to pick on everybody else's kid. It's like you'll see it and you'll kind of like speak up, or you might not speak up because they're not fucking with your child, right? And let's say you always see this bully going around fucking with people. It's like you'll look at him, but you won't really say nothing. Now, if the bully fuck with your child, then what? Then you get involved, and it's like, oh no, it's like you gonna come after the mother for allowing the child to do that, right? And then you might come after the child. Some of y'all might put your hands on the child, depending on what he did, but that's just what it is. But some of y'all might not, but it's like you're gonna really, really step in, right? Okay, so that's what God does. That's why narcs or whatever, they get away with stuff. They don't get away, but their karma takes a long time to come, because remember, everything you do, you gotta pay for it. But their karma, it seems like it don't never take a long time because they don't fuck with the right motherfucker, right? Okay, notice after the empath, the narc or whatever really gets his karma, extreme karma, no peace, no justice, nothing like that. Fucking over an empath, you can't get no peace. You're going to have to constantly get drugs and stuff like that. Then the punishment for a narc after fucking over an empath, a pure-hearted person, you never meet another person like that again. You never meet another person to have your back and love you like that again. You're always going to be with karmic women who are about that money, or gold digging, or sex, people you can't trust, for real, for fucking over Earth Angel. Then you got to repeat another lifetime like that. Think about that. Anyway, let me get back to what I was saying. It's a movie called Very Bad Things. I'm going to put the cover of it on this video. Now, in the movie Very Bad Things, it was this lady or whatever. It was Cameron Diaz. And she was real, kind of like, oh, I want this. And she was supposed to get married to this guy. She was like, oh, I want this, I want that, blah, blah, blah. Just overly kind of, it's not even prissy. She was really controlling and only gave a fuck about her wedding. Very materialistic or whatever. And I'm not going to say she didn't love him, but she didn't give a fuck. She just wanted everything to be perfect, blah, 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 blah. So her husband or whatever got together with his friends. They all went down to Vegas or whatever to go have a wild drug night filled with drinking, snorting coke or whatever, do what they do, whatever. They wanted to live and have fun, and they hired a prostitute. Asian prostitute or whatever. They were supposed to all have sex with her, whatever. She went into the restroom with the first guy. They had sexual intercourse in the restroom. He was so wild, going berserk, wasn't paying attention, that he banged her head against the wall or whatever, put her against the wall, and it was something sticking out the wall that went straight to the back of her skull, and it killed her. And he didn't realize her after he climaxed. So after he did that, the lady was dead. He was just like, oh my God, what did I do? Now, the first thing he should have did was what? When you do something like that, the first thing you should have did was what? Call the police. Oh my gosh, and explain what happened. Regardless if you get in trouble or not, police are not stupid. They have a clear understanding to know if it was premeditated, if it was an accident, whatever. They have ways of knowing. They could tell. And then they would have believed him more because he went openly and called. So it don't matter what he thought or trying to cover up his tracks. The woman was somebody, probably a mother, probably a sister, probably a daughter, regardless of what he thought about her. And what happened? He covered it up. He told his friends, they were like, man, we're all going to get in trouble. They chopped this woman's body up. And a security guy came in, black guy, whatever, came in. And not the race matters, I'm just describing the movie. But he came in and he was like, it's a lot of noise in here. Like, what's going on? Because they were jumping, breaking stuff, high off the cocaine, breaking the tables and shit like that. And he came in and he was like, what are you guys doing? He's like, we getting complaints. Then they were like, all nervous. Because remember, they just had killed somebody, killed the woman, killed the prostitute, the whore, the escort. So he came in and He saw the dead body. They killed him, cut him up, chopped him up, and then made a plan to kill. They made a plan to go bury the body and then go clean up the blood out the whole hotel room, thinking it was okay. They just got away with it. That was it. For real. But they thought it was okay. Even if the body couldn't be found, it never was found. They thought it was okay. But then at the aftermath, if they had no peace. They had no peace. They all end up flipping on each other and turning on each other. Each one was like paranoid because you know what you did. And after a while, God will put that shame on you. You know what you did. This is not somebody they went. I'm not saying murder is right, but this is not somebody they went and did and got for revenge or something like that. It's like you know what you did, so God is not gonna give you no rest. So yeah, they just started flipping on each other. One guy was going to the gas station. Every police he saw, he just couldn't have no rest. His kids were like agitating him. He was just like out of his mind. Then they flipped on this one. Then when you're dealing with people like that, you can't trust nobody like that. There's no honor among snakes and thieves. And this is one thing I want to tell people. Narcissists, they taught me a very good lesson about there's no honor amongst thieves. You get with the narc, and yeah, they play the victim story and stuff like that. But later on, you see that they're no good, and then they give you little clues and stuff like that during the relationship. When you say they kind of like a snake, and they'll slowly start telling you stuff like, oh well, she went blah 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 blah. Oh, I dogged her too, but they didn't come on telling you like that. And I don't want y'all to think we so hung up over the narcs. This is where our awakening comes, so we're gonna bring it up. Period. And on the extent of what they did. It's still trying to do. So we'll just say that covertly. We'll just say that. So yeah, when you deal with something like that or whatever, you learn about a deceptive spirit. If a person is willing to do that to you, that means that they will do it to the next person, next person, next person, next person. If a person gang stalks you, they'll gang stalk it because it's no good in them. It's not about over a part of this. No, that's somebody that can't be trusted. Look at the character of the people that they attack. If they do that to a good person, you think they don't give a fuck about doing it to a snake? That thinks on their level. People don't think of whatever. There's no honor amongst these. People all get together to kill one person, plot and plan one person. They see it's a good person. Remember, they know your character. You don't think they'll do that to you? And people that like to sit up there and act confused, like they have no idea what you're saying, they work for the devil and have a demonic spirit in them. Because clearly I'm talking very, very, and I'm not really going to go into no details about that, but I'm talking very clear. First of all, a person that sits up there and they denies the truth, they shouldn't watch it. Why the fuck would you look at somebody every day and be like, oh, look at somebody's channel every day and be like, oh, what? Well, it's like you're purposely trying to deny the truth. When honestly, if you don't get it, stay the fuck off of it. It's plenty of other Masonic channels or satanic chants or whatever that y'all can look up. Rituals, how to deceive people, how to block somebody's. Look that up. What the fuck you doing on my channel for? And then you get enraged by the truth. That means you have a demonic spirit in you that doesn't want to hear the truth, right? So y'all had no problem deceiving people, but the minute somebody comes and tells the truth, you want to block them, stop. That's what I'm saying. Narcs, they don't know their place. They think that you're the same person as everybody else. You're not. That's when they fuck up. So anyway, let me go back to what I was saying about the movie. So notice their karma was spiritual judgment. Their crown chakra got blown out. They went crazy. God is not going to let you do something like that and then just get away with it and be peaceful. Even if you try to plot on somebody's death or whatever, you won't be at peace. Angels, demons will be tormenting your brain, your mind. No peace, no rest. It's just like you don't ever want to do something for a temporary satisfaction or just temporary gain or to cover your ass when you know a lifetime of shame and separation from the Most High. God, some things are unfucking forgivable because you knew who the person was and you knew what you did. Or just in general, you knew what you did. That's what we mean when we say some things are unforgivable, some things are shameful. Especially like in my situation, I'm just going to say it like this. In my situation, I was made homeless. A lot of people didn't like what I have to say. I'm not going into no details. Whatever's hidden going to be made known. Ain't it kind of happening now with tarot? Whatever people doing is made known. Okay, so we'll just say that. But in my case or whatever, the reason why it's unforgivable, because it's like, okay, it's kind of like they make you homeless and they just watch you and see what you're going to do. Just watch. And remember, God is judging them as they're judging you. And they have no authority to judge you. God did not ordain them to judge you, to make your life like this. They do something like, somebody said, these karmas, they can pay satanic practitioners, a reader, while they said they can pay satanic practitioners to swap destinies. Meaning like your destiny as a chosen was never to be homeless or whatever, stuff like that. They can do that. God will allow it because nothing can ever happen in this world without God allowing it. What did you learn from it? And I talk, really tough or whatever to empaths because we got to learn how to be bold standing against these devils. For real. You can't be weak. Remember, anytime, any sign of trying to show weakness or trying to understand, they think you're weak. They think it's funny. You treat them with respect, they think it's funny. You're weak. You're weak. Who the fuck are you? You're going to be faithful to me. What? What? They act like they're fucking delusional, stupid. Have you ever noticed that narcs, they do stupid shit? You got to tell them you're not supposed to hack in somebody's phone and laugh all day. Then they act like that's funny. They don't understand. They're playing a game. They think you're stupid. I told you for even explaining it to them. Don't astropaject and do sex magic on somebody. That's not right. That's celibate. They think it's funny and laugh. So that means they think you're stupid or whatever, because the average person would have killed them. The average person would have paid for death spells against them and stuff like that. But we intuitively know, if you really think about all the shit they've done, and we haven't retaliated, and we are very smart and highly gifted, and we have knowledge of magic and stuff, that you got to sit and wonder why people wouldn't retaliate. Think about that. Because we already have knowledge that something that's higher than us that we know is coming for your neck. Especially if we're psychics too. We intuitively know that, nigga, whatever the fuck you put in. This is not our first go round. A lot of people that came against us or whatever are now what? Either dead or experiencing bad luck. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not happening. Some of these niggas so disrespectful or whatever, when I be praying and doing my chants and stuff like that, returning senders, they'll astro project and astro leak. And I'm dead serious. Several readers can go online and back that shit up. I'm never gonna get on this bitch and lie. And you can use your mind and think when I say astro leak, what that means. This is the type of people that I'm dealing with. No respect. That's why I be getting online and be mad and be like, fuck you, and putting up middle fingers. Anybody get offended to that, say the fuck off my shit. And that's what it is. And a real earth angel told you that. A real earth angel gonna be raw. Just like them guys on 300. Raw. Because you dealing with real devils. If you ever notice real true exorcists, guys that take priests that actually say prayers and they get out demons out of people. You ever notice they have like a serious demeanor? They don't really be praying and be at church or whatever on the front and be like, oh, the Lord's playing a game. They have like I'm talking about real priests, not the ones that be playing them games like on TV. Real priests, because they met real demons. Even though we don't see our game stalkers like that, talking a different kind of voice and head spinning or nothing like that, we actually see demons. Look what the fuck they're doing. Look at the fuck you're doing. I'm homeless right now or whatever. You know, I'm in a room homeless or whatever. I'm not even going to get on the whole situation online because I'm not going to keep repeating myself. And still going at it. And still thinking it's funny. And still know it's wrong. Still know who we are. Still see our character. Still trying to turn it out. I remember one time, they knew I was celibate because they was watching me for a long time. And I told you one of the reasons why I was so enraged, because I lost my celibacy out here. It's either sleep on the ground in front of the beacon, and I did that for one night, and the next night I was like, well, I don't want to do that. Some girl came up to me and tried to start a fight out of nowhere. Somebody had a blanket, and I never seen that bitch before in my life. Just starting shit, real funny looking, crackhead looking bitch. Dirty or whatever. I was like, you pulled out a knife. It was just really ridiculous. Stuff I never even wanted to even deal with. And the guy I saw 3 months before that or whatever and just popped up. It was like, come on, let's go. I saw him the first 3 months. No, I'm sorry. I saw him in January when I first came out here. And then again or whatever that night, just out of nowhere. So, of course, you're going to go. Not even thinking, just let me get the fuck away from here. And they just sit and watch you behind the screen. Just sit and watch. That's what I'm saying. When it's your motherfucking turn, nigga, when it's your turn. And don't be so cocky and arrogant. Don't be so cocky and arrogant. God loves the cocky and the arrogant. Don't ever be so cocky and arrogant think it's not going to come back. When it's your turn, God is going to laugh at you. And another reader said that too. God is going to laugh at you because he gave you several warnings. And it's been going on for a long time. And it's like they just sit there and be like, okay, well, when is it coming? When's it coming? That's how God wants them to get. So when it comes, they be like shocked, and then we go sit and look at you and laugh. The angels going to laugh. Only difference is we ain't going to sit up here and astro project you every day. Blah. We don't give a fuck. We just want you to get your karma and get the fuck on out of our life, for real. We don't want no ignorant niggas sitting up there watching us every day. For real. I don't understand. That's what I don't understand about narcissism and narcs. If you don't like the shit that we have to say the fuck off the platform. It's plenty of people online that's fake that I'm not finna look at every day. I might look at you, expose you, because you have no problem deceiving people. You should have no problem getting exposed. But I just think it's nobody interested enough for me not to like and watch them every day. Really, you're a confused fan. An enemy, jealous, hateful, but a confused fan. Because really, a person becoming sis will be like, man, if I keep laughing at this person every goddamn day, it's like you be waiting for them to realize how stupid they look. But they know that you're thinking like that. Ain't that crazy? Just like we're geniuses, they know that, like a psych. And the reason why I figured this out, a psychic told me a long time ago. She said, this is way before it even happened. She was like, a lot of gay people don't like your platform. And they're going to be gang stalking you or whatever. Like, oh, you had something good. But they're not saying that. But pretty much they are. Without saying it, because they don't like the post. Pretty much. I'm just saying. So we be thinking in our mind, if you don't like it, say the fuck up off of it. Nobody has to agree with what you believe in. Nobody has to agree with you. If you want to get online and expose earth angels or they're weak or this or that, and put up pictures or videos or you think of earth angels or chosen ones being weak, do it. You think I'm gonna sit and heck your phone and watch you all day and laugh? Because they think that looks cute because they're around a lot of devils that think that's cute. But if they were around anybody real, they would check their dome. For real, sometimes I forget it's real people still left in this world because I've been dealing with a lot of hoe-ass niggas and silly bitches, messy bitches. And I forget that it's real people, real soldiers of God. That's what they do. They want to isolate you and make you feel alone and stuff like that. Ain't nobody gonna hack nobody phone with 3-5 views on their channel. So let's be real. You can play that game with everybody else. You can't play that game with me. Try to create illusions in somebody's life. They're going crazy, and God is going to blow out your chakras. Notice they're going crazy. Notice it. They can't even control themselves. They're going crazy. They can play it, but they're doing crazy stuff. You see what I'm saying? Pretty soon they're going to lose their mind. They're going to look crazy. And the whole world is going to see them as crazy. You trying to make somebody go crazy, God is going to expose the truth about you. And it is what it is. And then make sure you still keep that same energy and laugh at that.